Good day, good people. As the new year begins, the liturgy quickly moves us on from the manger at Bethlehem to the baptism of Christ this Sunday. During January, we are invited to consider the ways in which Jesus made his glory plain, doing miracles and healing people, before we come to celebrate Candlemas at the beginning of February, which is the final festival of the Christmas and Epiphany season. At that point, our focus will turn towards Christ's Passion, the reason he was born in Bethlehem, and why our annual celebration of his birth is so important. The hope planted in us motivates our lives together as a Christian community, and that, hopefully, bubbles up in joy. If not constant euphoria, then certainly we see this in the moments of celebration, the glimpses of glory which we share as a community, and, if we have the insight to notice, in our own lives too. As we mark Jesus' baptism, we are reminded that each of us who has been baptized is commissioned as a member of the body of Christ to play our part in making real the kingdom of heaven. And if you are in the habit of making resolutions, I invite you to consider prayerfully what God might be calling you to do with your life in the coming year. At Epiphany, I added to the chalk insignia over the door of our church to remind us of the coming of the sages, Caspar, Melchior and Balthazar, whose initial letters C, M and B remind us of the Latin phrase Christus mansionem benedicat, which means Christ bless this house. You might like to find some chalk and do something similar over your own front door, or if that's too high, alongside the door at eye level, as a constant reminder of our dedication to Christ in the year to come. 20 and across, C and across, M and across, B and across, and then 22. As we look forward, our eco group have made great strides in the sanctuary garden, which is being constructed at the southeast corner of the church. Brian Smith has fashioned a beautiful Tau cross, modelled on the cross over our high altar, and it is now standing in the middle of the new garden with raised beds which contain box hedge saplings and some bulbs which will soon start to show as daffodils and tulips. Once finished, there will also be some seating here and the opportunity to use it as a space for contemplation and rest. The PCC will also meet next week, and as we discern a year ahead of worship, life together and service of our community, I invite you to consider how you might share with us. As we continue to live with and recover from COVID, I anticipate that we will restart our rotas for worship of servers, readers and intercessors, and see the music group add some variety in our worship alongside our choir, and find ways of continuing to engage our young people and each other in the faith. At Pentecost, we will host a confirmation service. So if anyone would like to be confirmed or received into the Church of England, or knows of someone who might like to be, please let me know. We will continue to seek new ways of responding to the call to be good stewards of the planet, especially in relation to insulation and heating of our church. And I look forward to developing the hall as a community resource. The Highlight NE7 group are meeting soon to plan the next edition, and as we look forward to warmer weather, the beekeepers anticipate the colony re-emerging into the sunshine. We are also looking for a new treasurer to the PCC. Doug Johnson has undertaken this role with great diligence and patience for many years. He will be a hard act to follow, but I invite everyone to pray and consider whom we might ask to take on this important mantle in our shared life. Please feel free to speak to me confidentially about this if you or someone you know might feel drawn to helping us in this way. Whatever our hopes and plans for the year ahead, may the coming of the Christ child be a source of blessing for us all.